The reason that we decided to do this record and put it out on Atlas Realizations and PS Classics came about because I was asked to participate in a project that remains unnamed at the moment, but it involved actual sight of the original manuscripts of George Martin for many, many different things. And through the management, I had quite a bit of material in my studio for me to analyze. And when I was going through it, I was just struck by the elegance of the composition and how much they fit the era that I grew up in music, and again made me think how much I wouldn't have even had the life that I had if George Martin hadn't have done what he did. He bridged the gap between an interpretive producer and a creative producer, which was the thing that I wanted to do. So I've kind of followed in those footsteps. So when I found all this material, I said it deserves to be out, and to have a kind of a legacy of all of his material in one place, and to have it interpreted by somebody else other than for the original purpose of what it was made for. There's a very famous title theme of the film Live and Let Die, sung by Paul McCartney and arranged by George Martin and produced by George Martin, that is probably what a lot of people identify with that film. It's not so much thought of that actually there's a giant underscore that he did for that film, and we've made a suite from 4 pieces from that. The music from Yellow Submarine, that's original compositions by George Martin, is very, very interesting. He uses a lot of techniques that were quite new back in the time when he was doing it. There's wonderful melodic snippets that I tended to bring out in the interpretation and in the counter melodies in Yellow Submarine and in the melodies themselves. I found a large section of this piece, Sea of Holes, which is very, very much right in the forefront of modern music at the time it was written. And you just wouldn't expect that this would be in a pop film. And it is there. It's just hard to hear, but now you can hear it in this version. What we have in this disc and in this double vinyl of it is basically an overview of the musical mindset of a very important person in musical history in the 60s. The music that he helped create is influential on so many people, and it's really good to know that we can add to the basis of what he did, or we can add to the general perception of George Martin, and we can add to it and make it much broader with all this great variety of music.